There is a subject that no one wants to talk about. We all know that it exists, but we choose to ignore it. It stands like some black curtain beyond which none of us sees. It is the unexplainable. We call it death. Now don't be too quick to switch off, but take time to listen. The message may be solemn, but there is hope. That is, if you'll grasp it. Now some might question, what lies beyond? Has anyone come back to tell me? What does it look like? We are pressed by questions we cannot explain or answer. We know there is something, but the how, the what, and the why just escapes us. Now the only thing we can be assured of is that each and every one of us will step out alone through that curtain, through the veil called death. Each will face the challenge. Some believe there is nothing beyond the blackness, for others it's a trip down to your local medium. But even they have never looked past, but must rely on the spirits they contact. And how can we really rely on men who have never personally crossed over, past the veil, and have returned? Now before us lies a gap. The Bible says it. We as mortal beings, and beyond is the eternal unknown. We can't reach across that by our good works. No political decree will bridge it. No amount of steel and iron can make a bridge to ford it. The Bible says that it's appointed unto man once to die, and then judgment. Now you might say, well, does that mean for you, me, there is a judgment? Yeah, there surely is. See, we messed it up down here, and we've only got one life and one chance. And there is a judgment. And all those things that you did when you were young, and as you're growing up that were wrong, all the lying and the stealing, and all the other commandments that you've broken, God says, they will all be held against you. Now you might be asking, well, okay, hang on a minute. How can I avoid that judgment day? Well, the Bible says you can't. However, there is hope, and I said that at the beginning. There is one, his name is Jesus Christ. He can plead your case, but it's for a limited time. That time is now. Now if you die before he pleads your case, then he becomes your judge. Now he is the only person that I know who came down from eternity. He lived this life. He died by crucifixion. And then after 3 days he returned. He ascended from the grave. And eventually he went. Jesus returned from the dead. And then he finally ascended back into eternity. He now stands at the right hand of the Father, interceding on behalf of those who call upon him. We know more now in the New Testament about what lies beyond the grave than we ever did. Even the Old Testament saints did not know to the degree that we now know. The veil has been ripped to one side. Through his death, he made access to heaven, to eternity and God, in a way that is indescribable. To the Christian who has accepted him, who knows him, who's born again, there is an indescribable beauty. Words cannot really begin to tell. Personally, I'd rather believe in the one who has gone there, returned, given assurance. The Bible says, whosoever calls upon the name of the Lord will be saved. Otherwise, your only hope, that's the only hope for the meaning of this life, has to be in Jesus Christ. But you must call upon him to have any chance of eternity.